Our compilation today begins with CCTV footage from a restaurant in Malta. This is truly one of the best recordings of a potential ghost that I have ever seen. The reason lies in one very important element. Most of you probably think from the very beginning that this is just a person and a glitch in the camera making the figure appear blurry. I don't deny this is a fairly common phenomenon, but how did the figure move the chair without touching it? Adding to that, the chair moves as the figure is still approaching it. It looks as if some force moved the chair so that the apparition could sit. Moreover, as the apparition sits at the table, it starts to fade away slowly until it completely dissolves into the air. So, was this a real ghost caught on CCTV, or is there a much simpler explanation for this phenomenon? Chris came to different conclusions after his solo exploration. He visited another dangerous location in Cleveland, Ohio. This time, his target was the abandoned Audubon Middle School. This historic school was built in 1922 by architect Walter McCormick, who later designed many affluent schools in Cleveland. Due to a decline in enrollment, the school couldn't stay open for long and was soon closed. At one point, this neighborhood was a safe and prosperous community. However, today it's a prime example of how dangerous Cleveland has become. Just a few months earlier, a 16-year-old was shot and killed right next to this school. Knowing the history of the school and the area, Chris decided to visit the place.
What the hell was that?
As Chris walks down the hallway, a loud bang echoes from the inside of the building, indicating someone else is there. However, he continues his exploration undeterred.
This area has a really weird smell. Smells like laundry detergent almost. That is weird.
As Chris explores more rooms, his static camera left in the auditorium captures something intriguing. We can see a mysterious black figure moving from the left door to the right door. Unaware of what he captured, Chris continues until he finds spent bullet casings and bloodstains in one room. This prompts him to leave the building immediately and call the police, who secure the area. However, while reviewing the camera footage, they find something equally disturbing. The footage shows a suspicious silhouette passing through the hallway and strange smoke emerging from around the corner. Was it a person, someone playing a trick, or perhaps these figures and the dark shape moving through the auditorium doors were not people, but apparitions caught on camera? What do you guys think? Ghosts or real people? One could say that Frank had a tougher choice as he embarked on a more than 7-hour journey to Argentina to an isolated mansion with a dark history. A married couple lived there until one day the wife found out about an affair and murdered her husband. Shortly after, she was also killed, and since then, both ghosts have haunted the mansion. As mentioned, Frank is completely alone in the middle of nowhere. After some time, he arrives at the building and begins his investigation inside.
I need you to talk to me, Dolores. I don't know who else is going to come here to talk to you after me, because this place is in the middle of nowhere. Oh, that came from upstairs. That legitimately just came from upstairs. Listen. Oh. I can understand that you're probably pretty upset, Dolores. Or Jose? Is that you hiding?
When Frank asks for a sign of contact, he receives a loud bang from the upper floor. Unfortunately, nothing else happens after that. Frank continues asking the spirits for contact from time to time.
I need you to use all your energy for me, okay? I need you to tell me what is going on here. Hola? Hello? Somebody's here.
My heart gave in.
Somebody's here. Hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna switch to night vision.
There is not a sound outside at all. I want to look over here to the side. I have the light on because I can't see crap. Alright, turning it off.
A part for the whole.
A part for the whole. I have no idea what that means. What hole are you referring to? What hole are you referring to? I can see that going south quick. Sounds like frogs. This place is absolutely empty.
I just kind of want to rule out if that was a cow or something. But there's nothing in this general area.
I'm making my way back to the mansion. But if you look over there, you can see what looks like a structure back there. I want to see what's going on over there because I think there's something else in the back that I didn't really look at too much. I'm kind of hearing something as well.
Frank first hears a woman's voice, prompting him to go outside and search the area. He finds nothing except from a mysterious white figure that appears in the building. When enhancing the footage of the entrance doors, we can see a white anomaly resembling a human moving to the right. At that moment, Frank does not notice the figure and moves on. But shortly after, something happens.
What the hell is going on? I don't know what the hell that is. It legit looks like someone walking into the building. Right now it is inside the building. I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit closer with the night vision. For some reason my night vision is not picking it up. And I am
Not sure why. I'm right now just using the night vision. I do have my thermal here, but I just want to see if I could see what the hell, who the hell went inside that building.
Just moments after capturing something mysterious at the entrance, a figure appears beside the building, seems to crouch, then stands up and moves into one of the buildings. Frank follows the figure, but upon closer inspection of the area, finds no traces of its presence. So, what the heck was it? Did he manage to record a real ghost during his stay in the abandoned mansion? And who or what was that figure? The decision is up to you, folks. So now let's watch Hiro and Tomo, who this time have been invited by the owner to investigate a seemingly quiet house. About a dozen years ago, the father of the current owner purchased this property and started renting it out. Unfortunately, the frequency with which new tenants left after just a few months was suspicious enough that the family began to look into the history of the place. It turned out that this building is supposedly haunted. In the past, Tomo, Hiro, and Mariana conducted an investigation there. However, Hiro still insists that the previous investigation was not thorough enough and is dissatisfied with its outcome. So, this time, the team, consisting of Tomo, Hiro, and their cameraman Zushi, ventured into this inhospitable place. The first few minutes pass without an incident, but when Hiro enters one of the rooms, he captures something that would send shivers down anyone's spine.
出ましたね。どっちだ？こっちか。あれ？こっちか。こっちか。こっちは？開かない。あ、開かないんだこれ。開かない。あれこれ開かなくない？いや開かない。なんか全部揃っちゃってない？そう。これ開かないもんね。で、問題のね、三角形の部屋がこの先にあるわけだよね。前回も三角形の部屋で、検証はしたじゃん。そうすると三角形の部屋の目の前まで来ますよと。だけどちょっと近づこうとするといなくなっちゃうっていうのを繰り返したんだけど、だから今回ここだけに集中するんじゃなくて、だから全体を検証しつつ、ここもやりつつっていう風でやっていこうと思う。じゃあ問題のいよいよ行ってみようか。でこの謎階段ね。びっくりした。待って。何が？待って。違うか。
何が？
なんか見えたね。
嘘。なんか鏡見えた。
わかんない。違うか。気のせいか。とりあえずこっちか。でここがどん詰まりの1個目の角部屋ね。
After Hiro opens the door and steps inside, he notices stairs and something else at the bottom. But literally a second later, whatever it was disappears. If we slow down the footage, we can see semi-transparent feet at the bottom. The silhouette is quite blurry, similar to what Chris and Frank captured. However, Hiro doesn't fully realize what he has caught on camera, and the trio continues their investigation. Until Hiro decides to stay completely alone in the building. After a few minutes of wandering through the rooms, he enters one and stays there. But what happens next is truly terrifying.
待って。どうしてる？前と同じツルツル。何これ？え？何この音？なんか何この音？ 何この影。
え、今車。どういうこと？うん。
今ちょっと目の前にいるわ。
目の前にいる？
なんだろうこれ。
いける。どこにいる？ヒロ君は。待って、ちょっと状況、とりあえず行くわ、じゃあ。わかった。
ちょっと負けちゃうか。これ目の前にいたらどうしよう。おお、びっくりした。
Hiro clearly hears someone behind the door and is completely terrified. Additionally, we see a mysterious shadow in front of his door. It looks as if someone is standing directly at the entrance of this room. Hiro can't take it anymore and calls Tomo to come and get him. A few minutes later, the shadow simply disappears. And just moments later, Tomo opens the door. But that wasn't the end of the night's surprises.
なんかいた。
いなかったよ。階段。
なんかいなかった。
いや、何にもいなかった。
何もあってない。
合ってない。
2本足の影ずっと。いやもう足はもう確実 100% つってるから。まあちょっと変な感覚なんだけど、やっぱりちょっとこの実体というか、映像には収められない感じだね。ここまでやっても無理なら。僕ずっと一人でやっちゃってたからあれだけど。もう行こうか。あとはちょっとカメラのデータを見よう。
そうだね。
OK。
When Hiro closes the door to the room he was just in moments ago, we see something unsettling. Inside, there is a motionless figure standing still. Hiro doesn't notice it and shuts the door. What exactly happened that night? Who did Hiro manage to record at the bottom of the stairs? Who was standing outside the room he was in, and who did they capture just before leaving the building? So many questions and no answers. But what are your thoughts? Don't think too long, because the next recording is just as, if not more, terrifying. Colton and Casey take us to a hunting cabin deep in the woods, where getting there itself is a feat. They chose this place because the inhabitants reported witnessing unexplained phenomena. Voices were heard, doors closed on their own, and shadowy figures were seen in some rooms. This was enough for Casey and Colton to go there and conduct their investigation. After a few minutes, they decide to split up. Colton examines the outside area, while Casey investigates the interior.
What? Hello?
I know that did not just open up on its own.
The self-moving cabinet doors were not an isolated incident. A few minutes later, they tried to contact a spirit using an REM pod when suddenly their session is interrupted by an unexpected sound.
There being like another large huge.
Oh, don't get, stay back. Alright, dude. I know, right? Yeah. The motion detector.
Talking, but the second one I definitely heard.
That was fast, bro. Where is it?
Wait, what? I just heard the REM pod go off. I heard
Where is it? It's this way, right? You're right, it's easy to get lost in here, bro. Oh my god, dude.
What the was that?
The door just it closed on its own when I was walking in there. Like there's a door straight back, right to the fucking hallway where the REM pod is, bro.
Why didn't the motion detector go off?
I don't know, but that door right there just...
Both hear the sound of their device. They immediately head in its direction. When they reach the room where their device is, something unexpected happens. The door to the room closes in front of them.
That door right there just closed. I got it on camera, I'm telling you, bro. That... I got it on camera, I'm telling you, bro. That...
Selamat datang.
God.
Selamat datang.
Yeah. Dude, there was just like... Could have been...
Selamat datang.
Did you see that?
Right after the door closes in front of Casey, they both hear footsteps coming from the other side. The men decide to open the door and check who it was. Instead, upon opening, they manage to capture a faint shadow quickly passing in front of Casey's camera. Shortly after that, the team leaves the cabin and returns to their homes. However, during the editing of the footage, Casey noticed something that is not entirely normal.
I know for a fact the camera picked that up. There's like a bell or something that just rang in here. Hello? Is there anybody here? Is that it right there?
Did you manage to notice that? When Casey checks each room, behind the frame of one of the doors, he spots something resembling a head. The camera turns in that direction again, where we can see a strange brownish figure more clearly. Unfortunately, just like Hiro and Frank, Casey was unaware that he had potentially recorded a ghost. However, within seconds, he enters the room where he spotted the head. But whatever it was, it's no longer there. So, what was it? What did they manage to record that night? What was the mysterious shadow captured by Casey? To whom did that terrifying head belong? Only they can answer these questions. Until then, you must decide for yourself. Real or fake? You guys decide. At the same time, in the next recording, we'll head to Poland to take a look at a rather interesting exploration. Tomek is a fireworks enthusiast, and on his channel, we can see many recordings of tests of various fireworks or explosive materials. Most interestingly, only one recording is dedicated to something else. It's an expedition to an abandoned psychiatric hospital near Warsaw. As we know, the team are not ghost hunters, so the whole exploration is more of an entertainment nature. However, at a certain moment, something completely out of place was captured on camera.
Ty. Co jest? What the f***? Nocna wizja mi siadła. Nie wiem. O kurwa. O. Ty, no właśnie nie wiem. Latarka działa. Widzisz? O kurwa, tu przepaść jest, ty, ale... O. Dobra, działa. Ty, przez chwilę nocna wizja mi nie działała. Kaczor.
Co?
Nocna wizja mi nie działała przez chwilę.
Wyłączyła się, po prostu.
Wyłączyła się. Człowieku, myślałem, że baterię. Normalnie, kurwa, wyłączyła się. Tam zacząłem coś nagrywać i się nagle, kurwa, włączyła.
When Tomek traverses the rooms with the team, something interesting happens. The night vision on his camera spontaneously turns off. Then, after a few seconds, it returns to operation. Most interestingly, he mentions that he was recording something inside, and right after that, the camera started malfunctioning. So, let's take a look again. Did you see that? Just before the night vision dies in the room, we can see a mysterious translucent figure. The apparition is almost entirely white and appears to be either leaning out of the window or simply standing in a peculiar way. This situation is very similar to the one Hiro and Tomo captured. So, what do you folks think? Is it just a coincidence that right after the apparition was captured, the night vision shuts off? Or perhaps you know another rational explanation for this phenomenon? In the meantime, we join Kevin and Alex as they visit a haunted cemetery. Rumors suggest that a ghost of a young girl is often seen here playing hide and seek with people. At one point during the investigation, Kevin tries to provoke the ghost and roams the cemetery alone in complete darkness.
The children play games.
The children play games. Los niños juegan juegos. Wow. Voy a sacar la linterna verde, familia. ¿Dónde estás, niña? Ya estamos escondidos. ¡Ah! ¡Ah! No mames.
At one point, next to Kevin, we can hear a girl's voice saying, "I found you." This frightens Kevin, and he immediately turns on his flashlight. But as we can clearly see, no one except him and Alex is there. However, the game of hide and seek is not over yet.
¿Escuchaste algo tú?
Oye, no, yo no escuché nada.
¿No escuchaste nada? A su madre, güey, ¿eh? Luego me dijo, los niños juegan juegos, güey. No mames. Poco antes de que la escuchara, güey.
¿Qué?
¡No mames!
It doesn't take long after hearing the girl's voice when Kevin, searching the area with his flashlight, spots a dark silhouette that quickly hides behind a tombstone upon being noticed. Was this the famous ghost of the girl who likes to play hide and seek? The decision is in your hands. Nevertheless, an equally interesting phenomenon was captured by Marcy's son, who, during his exploration of a ruined hotel in Taiwan, managed to capture this.
明らかに上に動体検知違反になりました。ちょっと待って、すごすぎるな。一回ちょっと離れてキネクト取ります。このまま。上からどこ？ニハオ。ちょうど電磁波を起こしてる真上くらいですか。
His static camera on the ground at one point registers a strange black anomaly. It flies right in front of the lens. Was it something paranormal or just a reflection of some object by a flashlight? You guys decide. Similarly mysterious phenomenon was captured by one of the Reddit users who noticed something disturbing in the door.
What the f, bro? Okay, cool.
In the cabin door, we can see a strange green face. It disappears as the man gets closer to the door until it completely disappears. What was it? A ghostly face? Or just a reflection of a strangely shaped tree? You decide. Our last video comes from none other than Ahmad Salih, who once again tries to capture a jinn on camera.
Bismillah. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. هاي كان في حدا يمه كان في حدا
At one point, Ahmad approaches the mirror and does a fairly popular thing among ghost hunters from the Middle East. He illuminates the place behind his back with a flashlight and waits for the spirit to appear behind him. Unexpectedly, something does indeed appear behind his neck. A mysterious demonic hand appears out of nowhere, and when Ahmad turns around, we see that there's no one there. Was it a real jinn captured on camera or a well-prepared hoax? The final decision is yours.